middle of the street. You know, it's people like you ruining what decency we got left in this world.
I'm sorry. I must have passed out on the way home from a party last night. Hey, you see any cigarettes laying around here by chance?
Uh-huh. You were at a party last night, sure. You were up vandalizing the block with your punk-ass nihilist friends, I'll bet. Just like those kids on TV burning down all the museums.
Hey, I'm not one of those assholes.
Then why aren't you wearing your color? Oh. Well, in that case, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a waste of life when life couldn't be any more precious. And your jeans got blood on them.
Perfect. Oh, shit.
Patient number 218767, Lowry Christopher. Patient number 218767, Lowry Christopher. Okay then, moving right along.
I'm here. Wait up.
Good morning, Chris. And how are we doing today?
Let's see. Pretty miserable. Extremely hungover. Feel like I'm gonna puke any fucking second. Just tell me if I'm gonna die. Get this over with.
Certainly, Chris. Christopher Lowry, Caucasian male, Polish-Russian heritage, age 19. I am pleased to say I have good news for you, Chris. Your blood tests from our last appointment came back normal. No potential signs of cancer. However, as always, I strongly advise that you stop smoking at once and limit yourself to one alcoholic drink per day at maximum.
Yeah, I know.
Your checkup fee has been automatically deducted from your account. Please report at this site of check next week to discuss the results of this afternoon's test. May you have a helpful day. And please, quit smoking already, Chris.
Hi there, and how was your checkup today, sir?
Kindly get out of the way. I'm really not in the mood.
Sir, I just wanted to make you aware of Solutions Incorporated's new death center, opening in a convenient downtown location. Did you know that we are now offering late-stage discounts for all first-time clients?
Oh, is that so?
Yes, sir. I assume that you have late-stage friends and relatives?
That's none of your business.
Well, our records show that your father is currently...
I don't want to hear it.
I assure you no one does. But fortunately, you can now arrange for your loved ones to be given a gift of release at half the advertised cost. Do you have a moment for a couple of words?
I have a couple for you now, actually.
Excellent.
Yeah, fuck off. Hi, Dad.
Christopher, good to hear your voice. Do you have a moment?
No, not really.
I just wanted to say that you're overdue for a visit, don't you think? I get so lonely here, Chris.
I know, Dad. I've been really busy. I'm sorry. Hey, I gotta go.
Well, fine, that's fine. I'll let you get to it, son. I hope you remember what we discussed during our last visit.
Yeah, Dad, I remember. I haven't changed my mind.
They won't let me sign the form myself, Chris. You're the only family I have left.
Dad, please.
Come visit, Chris. Soon. You promise me, won't you?
Okay, Dad. I promise.
I miss you.
I miss you too, Dad.
Hey, it's Amy. Leave a message and I'll be sure to get back to you. Unless I'm fucking dead. Tee.
Amy, I don't know why you're not picking up, but could you please call me back when you get this, okay? I don't remember everything that happened last night exactly, but I'm worried about you. Call me back. I love you. Okay. Think. Where were we last night? Sid's place? Yeah, right, okay.
Hey, I thought this was supposed to be a party. Who's dying in here? That's just my little joke. Don't even worry about it.
Jimmy, come on. That said no colors.
What? I'm terminal, man. Prostate stage 4.
I don't give a fuck if you're terminal. The twins are terminal. You don't see them playing all patriotic. These little get-togethers, you forget about that color-coded shit. At some point, you forget. Jesus Christ, Jimmy, live in the moment.
Well, I can see that I'm not wanted here, so I guess I'll just have to go home and gobble all this ecstasy myself.
Okay, old buddy, old pal. You want a bottle, a toke, a pill? We got some fresh bottles of Fuck It All thanks to our team captain, Amy Allen here.
Ew. Oh, come on. God. We can see you. Like you're right in front of us.
What are you doing?
Be quiet. Come on. Are you sure you're up for this? I mean, is your head okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My head's been feeling fine tonight, Amy. I should be asking if you're feeling up for this, really.
I'm okay. I'll be okay. I want to do this, Chris. I want you. God, I want everything to be like it was before. Like last year, remember?
Oh, God!
I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna be okay tonight. God, maybe it was all that tequila earlier. Fuck,
Listen, it's fine. Let's just forget about it. We can catch a cab back to my place and watch a movie or something. What?
I'm sorry. We haven't had sex in so long, I feel bad.
Don't, you're sick.
We're sick. Only this kind of thing never seems to happen to you, does it, Chris? You're never fucked up this bad.
Honey, I could be on life support and I'd still try to find a way to fuck you.
Chris, I'm dying. We all are. But God, sometimes you don't even seem fucking sick. Not like the rest of us. You take your meds, you have your migraines, but you don't ever show it. The misery of it, you just don't. I used to think maybe he's just being strong. Maybe he's braver than the rest of us. Maybe he's found a way to hide it to make us feel like it'll be alright. Like I'll be alright.
Hey, Amy. Look, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about anything. We'll just do whatever you need, okay?
What I need is for my head to be clear for once. What I need is to be able to think again without my whole world being such a fucking fog all the time. Do you remember how strong I used to be?
I remember.
Look at us now. It's all falling apart, isn't it?
Hey, love is the law, remember? Love under will, that was our rule, right? Well, I love you. I love you so fucking much, James. You know that hasn't changed. It won't. It can't.
I love you too, Chris. You know I do. I wish I could explain how crazy I feel. And it is crazy. I'm not the same person I was last year. Maybe you are, though I don't know how. Most of us, we don't have a choice anymore, do we? Living with the fact that it'll end soon? That we will end soon? I mean, how can't it drive you mad? Sitting in traffic, paying bills, waiting in line to decide which we act like we're fine. But inside, we're rotted. And we know it. I'm sorry. I can't be around you right now. I can't.
Let her go, man. You know the rules.
Yeah, I know the rules.
You know what your problem is, man? You care too much.
Yeah, hey, Stacy, this is Chris, Amy's boyfriend. We met at Rich and Wells' party a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I remember you. How is Gretchen these days?
She's dead. Hey, listen, this is a long shot, but you ever heard from Amy by chance today, have you?
No, I haven't. But when you see her, tell her she owes me $50, would you? For a bottle of vintage Luz, I think. I bought that shit over the dark net, and I really don't.
Yeah, okay, thanks, we'll do.
Hey, it's Amy. Leave a message and I'll be sure to get back to you. Unless I'm fucking dead. Tee-hee.
Amy, please pick up your fucking phone. You were really starting to freak me out. I'm outside your apartment.
Hey man, does don't look like anyone's home.
Hey, where's your color?
Yeah, where's your fucking color?
What do you people want?
You got any pills?
Like Xylan or Turmerex or Lionol?
Come on, man. Cough it up!
Ah, I think you just did.
He's got jack shit on him.
Thanks for wasting our time, fucker!
Appreciate the sticks, though.
Whatever speeds the decay!
What time is it?
Almost midnight? When were we supposed to meet again?
11:30. But that's a good sign, you know? That people are late.
Why is that a good sign?
Because it fits perfectly with our new creed.
Right. Okay.
Are you having second thoughts?
No.
Hey, you the girl from the flyer?
I am.
Hi there.
Before we begin, I just want you all to know that joining our group is completely optional. This isn't a fucking frat.
So what is it exactly?
Well, why don't you sit down and I'll explain. My name is Amy Allen, and until the end of last semester, my boyfriend Chris and I were both students here, like you. Both dying from aggressive cancers, like you. But one night, I had a dream. And in this dream, I witnessed my own body being lowered into the earth. But instead of feeling sad or pitying, I felt angry. I was filled with rage because even as I watched the fragile body of this young girl, as if detached from her completely, I realized that even though she'd learned so much, she'd experienced very little. She hadn't done much actual living because she was so busy trying to please people who weren't even alive anymore, who were gone forever.
So Amy and I made a pact. We dropped out of school and
Decided to tune in. I am henceforth determined to spend my wasted college money on personal exploration. New experiences of any and every kind for as long as I am able. Okay, so show of hands. Who here likes to push the boundaries of their ordinary reality? Okay, who here likes to get fucked up?
Well, see, my parents were really religious, and they didn't let me go to parties to high school even. And
What do you say?
well, I've never been drunk before. I don't like the idea of losing control, you know.
Listen,
Sid.
Sid. Everything is out of your control. Your life, your death, the people you love. Your body itself is beyond your control, isn't it? Sometimes diving into the unknown by means of losing yourself, like by getting wasted, it can be a way of taking back control. Or maybe there's just some freedom in relenting to the undeniable fact that there's no such thing as control in the first place. I've spent the past few weeks perfecting this. It's based off The Little Smoke in those Carlos Castaneda books. According to the author, the user takes the power of the drug and bends it to their will. The experience is whatever you make it. It's entirely up to you.
So what's in it exactly?
Psilocybin, mugwort, chronic, you know, a cocktail.
Amy and I decided that with this group, there will be no more colors. That's all media-friendly bullshit. We shouldn't be proud of a fucking disease. But our main rule...
Our main rule is, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. I'm not saying I'm a Thelemite exactly, but I do think Crowley was onto something. The point is, do what you want. You're free. No one is going to stop you. No one should ever stop you from doing anything anymore. Every second is yours to cherish. So, with that being said, I would like to take the first hit of this shit.
I will.
Anyone else? Only if you want to, of course.
What the hell? It can't be worse than chemo, right?
Worse. Sid, this is going to feel like a blessing, not a curse.
That's it. Go slow. Hold it in your lungs. Not for too long.
You're okay. You're okay. Here, have some water.
Jesus Christ. That stuff tastes like Yoda's asshole.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, I don't know. Just the usual themes, I guess. Mainly,
Yeah? What is it?
just, you know, eventualities to our little club of dropouts. An exit clause, maybe.
Exit clause?
Chris, when you decide to give up the good fight, where do you want to be?
Oh, can we not talk about that right now?
Come on, humor me.
Next to you, I think. Next to someone I love.
That's sweet of you.
Don't you want that?
It's all a shield, Chris. The Crowley stuff, the things I read in books. It's all a wall I use to hide behind the fact that I'm so fucking scared inside.
Hey. Amy, it's okay. It's okay to be afraid, you know?
I don't want to die like my parents did. Under observation. So exposed. I don't want to die with my eyes open, Chris. I want to die alone.
Hey. Amy, stop. Don't think about that. Don't focus on it. Focus on me. I'm right here.
I can't stand it.
You've reached the emergency healthcare database. If you know your party's extension, please press 1. To speak with a healthcare agent directly regarding an MIA or recently departed loved one, please press 2.
Name and social security number, please.
Christopher Lowry, 812-111-9931.
How can I help you today, sir?
Listen, could you look up the name for all Glenbrook area hospitals and easy meds, please?
First and last name in relation to you.
Amy Allen, she's my girlfriend.
One moment, please. Sir, according to my records, an Amy Allen checked into the Easy Med on 71st and Lincoln Avenue around 8 o'clock this morning. Sir, are you still there?
What's her condition?
Sir, I'm unable to answer that as it would be a violation of HIPAA and since you're
Just tell me your fucking condition, would you?
If I were you, I'd leave as soon as possible. Sir? Sir, are you still there?
I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm so fucking sorry.
My apologies for the intrusion, sir, but I am required to inform you that Glenbrook Easy Med patient number 10134, Amy Allen, has been placed on life support due to severe sepsis resulting from complications of oral cancer.
Yeah, I can fucking see that, thank you.
According to our medical staff, sometime in the past 24 hours, patient number 10134, Amy Allen, suffered trauma resulting in the rupturing of a subcutaneous mouth tumor.
Would you kindly shut the fuck up and get out of here?
Sir, I am required to inform you that in absence of a primary benefactor, life support will be automatically deactivated upon completion of remaining account belonging to patient number 10134, Amy Allen.
Get out! Oh God, Amy. I'm so sorry. I just wish you could hear me say it. I just wish you could hear me. Hey,
Hi.
what are you reading?
Man's Search for Meaning.
Is that for a class?
No.
So just for fun?
Well, I wouldn't call it fun exactly. I've read it before.
So does man find meaning in the end, or what?
It's about the philosophy that if you don't have something to live for, you're more likely to die. When Frankl was taken to Auschwitz, they burned the manuscript he just completed in front of his eyes. So he was determined to rewrite it, I mean, even if it was only in his head. So he survived. He had a purpose.
So the only reason to keep living is to have something to live for. Do you really believe that?
No, not anymore. Not when everyone's terminal like this. But I still think it's a romantic idea, don't you?
Yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't help staring, but it's just been, what, 4 years since someone's dressed in black? You really must not give a shit, huh?
I really don't. I'm sick of this state-mandated rainbow crap. It's like flipping through the worst box of crayons in the world. Lymphatic orange, prostate blue, respiratory red. No offense.
Yeah, to be honest, I completely agree. It seems weird we should be proud of something that's trying to kill us. I guess I was just trying to follow the trend. First week of college? Can I join you?
Be my guest. impressed by your appetite. I can barely eat anymore unless I'm stoned. Chemo's a bitch. I've got the over-the-counter stuff too. Makes the red devil look like cherry Kool-Aid. So what stage are you? I'm Amy, by the way.
2? I'm Chris.
4. Diagnosed last May. Less than a year. Fuck it all, right?
Right.
No. Fuck it all. Bootleg dopamine boosters from China. Primo stuff, man. So, normally, now is when we would discuss our respective college majors or our plans for the future. Or we could just get right down to it, Mr. Stage 2 brain cancer. Tell me, can you feel that tumor of yours pressing up against all the healthy gray matter, distracting you from your studies? Have you given it a name yet? I hear that's becoming popular.
I think you should only name the things you love. I've got no love for tumors.
At least a tumor is something you can see, something you can focus on. It's obvious, manageable in theory. I mean, surgeons excise them so often now, they're more like butchers. Suss it out, chop chop, next customer. Not like metastasis. That's more insidious, isn't it? Like an infection woven into your flesh.
I guess I've never given it that much thought.
You haven't? It's what's happening to me and you right this second. I mean, every second another cell divides, uncontrolled, chaotic.
Let me guess, you're pre-med, right?
Philosophy. I thought that might be obvious. Cancer's just a hobby.
Sometimes I don't see the point in any of this anymore. In college, I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But my parents paid for it all before they croaked, so I feel obligated to give it a go. Until I'm too sick, at least. What about you?
Oh, well, I got a scholarship.
No, I mean, what about your parents?
What about them?
You know?
My mom died 3 years ago. Breast. She refused to take any of her meds at the end. She kept telling us she felt just fine. My dad was diagnosed last month. Stage 3 lymphoma.
I see. So now I'd like to know something else, Chris. The what do you plan on doing after you graduate kind of question.
Okay.
Only you know what I'm really asking.
What do I want to happen, or what do I believe happens?
Believe.
I don't believe that it matters, because we won't be around to remember it anyway. Whatever happens is gonna happen, right?
So what's your take on the man upstairs then?
Well, I like the idea of an abstract God, like a guiding principle of the universe or something, I don't know, something impersonal, like a web.
Like a web. I like that. Keep going. This kind of stuff is all I can think about anymore.
Well, what I really think is none of that matters, because God had nothing to do with this pandemic. We did this to ourselves.
I like you, Chris. Something tells me you and I have a bright future ahead of us.
Attention, full-service funeral members. Saturday funerals are now half off. Visit fullservicefuneral.com and reserve your custom package today.
Hi there and welcome to Full Service Funeral, where your loss is our priority. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I signed up online for a custom funeral service for my girlfriend.
Name?
Amy Allen.
Okay, yeah, it says right here that she has enough credits to qualify for the standard service.
No, that isn't right. Her parents left her plenty of money. She wanted the one where her ashes are mixed with the seed pod for the forest burial.
Yeah. No, it just says she has enough for the standard. Life support tends to zap your funds pretty quickly. It's not uncommon. I see it all the time.
Come on, man. What's it really matter?
Okay. Standard's fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, so here are your tickets, and if you guys want to have a seat, we'll get started shortly.
All right. Let's see here. You're here for the 7:30 service, right? Amy Johnson?
Alan. Amy Allen.
Oh, right. Amy Allen, that's right. Okay, great. Let's begin. Welcome to Full Service Funeral, where your loss is our priority. I'm Joey, and I'll be taking care of you this evening. Alrighty then. My file here tells me that Amy Allen was a great girl. And a high school graduate, in fact, who, let's see here, she loved to read and studied philosophy. Well, that's about all I seem to have here in my folder. We've got a few minutes left. If you want to say any words in service before our 7:45, thank you very much.
I've never known anyone like Amy Allen before. I don't think I could ever feel the way I felt about her for anyone. I loved her more than anything. I admired her. I respected her. Because she wasn't afraid to say what was really going on. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She didn't pretend life was pretty when it wasn't. But she didn't focus on the ugliness either. She accepted the way things were, and she always told the truth. And I owe her that much. I would like to say to everyone here that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for lying to you all this past year. I don't have brain cancer. The truth is I'm fine. I'm healthy. The truth is I think that we're the cancer. Our entire fucking species. We multiply and multiply, and then we spread out to invade somewhere new, to ruin that new place just as badly as the one we left. We gave the earth cancer, you know? So maybe it's no wonder it's giving it back to us. Maybe that's exactly what we deserve.
Hey man, what the hell was that about?
Not now, Sid.
Those were some very insightful remarks you made, sir.
Fuck off.
Actually, if I could just have a moment.
What is it with you people? It's my girlfriend's fucking funeral.
Sir, our agency met with your father last week. He wants you to know that we have his full support to proceed as planned. We only require your signature as the sole remaining next of kin. We also want you to be fully aware of our latest state-of-the-art procedures. They're pain-free, nearly instantaneous, and we can assure you that
No. You know what you are? You're a pack of vultures. This is just a business to you people. Another fucking paycheck, admit it, for once.
Yes, it is a business, and it's a noble business. Representing a death center, somebody has to do it. Dealing with grim realities that others can't face. It's okay to let go, Mr. Lowry. It's for the best. Everyone is dying, you know. Well, almost everyone. But we all succumb to death's embrace eventually. Whether that embrace be as soft as sleep or as sharp as knives is our own choice. You must ask yourself, what are you really waiting for?
Well, well. The prodigal son returns.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Chris. Are you hungry? Oh, it's the lunch hour. Shall we get a bite to eat out on the veranda? The food here is wonderful. Only the freshest ingredients. At least as far as I can taste.
And what'll you be having today, Mr. Lowry? Guest?
Well, I'm not hungry much today myself, but I'm sure my son would like something.
I'll take some bacon if you have any. A shot of rum.
I'll see what I can do. I'll be right back with your afternoon treatment, Mr. Lowry.
I can hardly wait. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the funeral, son. Even wheeling myself over to the commode saps my energy these days.
It's fine, Dad. I understand.
Still, was it,
It was terrible. Where's the moms? You remember. They do this 24-hour service now? Like a fucking fast food joint or something.
It was out of your hands, son.
They folded her body up in a plastic tarp, like they were taking out the trash. She couldn't even afford one of those cheap plastic deals they sell at Walmart.
Amy was a wonderful girl, Chris. Your mother would have loved her. I only met her that once, but it was obvious then that she had such spirit. Oh, come in, it's freezing out.
Hey, Dad, long time no see. This is my girlfriend, Amy.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lowry. You've got a wonderful son.
Oh, he's all right, I suppose. Well, come in, make yourselves at home. Would you like anything to drink?
Do you have any wine left?
There's always wine in this home. I hope you're fine with roasted vegetables. I stopped eating meat since my diagnosis. Better for your digestion, they say. And you just can't trust meat anymore. Not even the quality stuff.
I think that when you kill an animal, all that fear's gotta go someplace. Transmuted into the flesh, maybe?
Transmuted into the flesh. I like the ring of that. Amy, I like you already.
Yeah, she's pretty great. So, Dad, how have you been? I'm sorry I haven't been to visit lately.
Oh, it's fine. I remember college life well enough. To answer your question, I'm getting along okay. Under the circumstances. Taking it one day at a time, you know. Amy, are your folks,
Deceased. My father when I was in middle school and my mother last year. I have stage 4 oral cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that, dear.
Sorrow is a waste of energy. It is what it is.
It does seem to be a fact of life these days. We lost Chris's mother about a year ago.
We didn't lose her.
Excuse me?
We didn't lose her, Dad. She was taken from us.
Christopher, she's no longer suffering, and that's what's important.
No one deserves to suffer like that. You don't. Neither does Amy. I can't stand it sometimes, all this fucking suffering.
Makes you wonder if it really is the best of all possible worlds.
What are you talking about?
Well, some would argue that without suffering to challenge humanity, there could be no true courage. Suffering extracts from our species the noblest essence of our spirit. Some would even say it's a necessity.
Yeah, but I don't think that...
Leibniz, isn't it? I was always a fan of his ideas.
He's the best. My grandfather loved him too. Are you a professor, Mr. Lowry?
Oh, no, dear, I'm a chemist. Well, was a chemist. As of last Monday, I'm officially retired.
Well, you're a pretty cool dad. That's all I know.
Well, you're pretty cool yourself, young lady. Philosophy major, then?
Yes. Well, I was.
Oh?
Yeah, Dad, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes?
Well, Amy and I aren't going to enroll next semester. We decided we're going to move back home, so...
You're dropping out of school? Chris, your mother would be very disappointed.
Well, Mom's dead, right? So what does it matter?
I just don't understand, son, why you'd want to waste your education like this. You're luckier than most, you know. I mean, it's not as if you're sick.
What? Oh my God.
Chris, you haven't told him?
Told me what? Son?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I need to use the restroom. It's my mouth.
oh, that's fine. It's down the hall and to the left. Don't worry about the wine.
Listen, Dad, I'm fine. Amy thinks I'm sick, that's all.
I don't understand, son.
You don't know what it's like. Everybody I know is sick. Everyone thinks that...
Hey.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I made a pie.
Ah. Dad. Looks great.
Well, whatever the future holds for you two, Chris, as long as you're happy, I suppose that's what counts. In the end. To the best of all possible worlds, huh?
To the best of all possible worlds.
Dad, do you think Amy would hate me for what I did to her, for lying to her?
No, son. I don't think Amy would have hated you. You shouldn't beat yourself up over pretending to be sick, Chris. There's enough pressure these days to be sick, to get well, to prepare for what comes after. Let me ask you this. Would your being sick have changed the way you felt about Amy? Did you ever stop loving her, caring for her, even when her sickness gave way to misery? Even when she broke down completely from the pain? Did you lead her on? Did you ever hold anything she said against her, in spite of her? Did you do any of those things, son?
No, Dad, but...
It's much too fleeting a season, and much too heavy a weight. You can't afford to carry around baggage anymore. Okay? Okay, son?
Okay, Dad.
Your treatment will be over shortly, Mr. Lowry.
I know. But God, it's like being drained by a vampire, isn't it? I shall never get used to it.
There, all done.
Lovely, isn't it? To have real nurses and doctors, and not those obnoxious machines. I remember when the nurses went on strike. They couldn't take it anymore. And who could blame them? As bad as things got. Sure, the docbots treat you, but they can't feel emotion, can they? They can't empathize one bit. Then again, only the rich can ever afford health care in a crisis. Son, I really wish you wouldn't.
I'm sorry. So, Dad, the reason I came is because of the death center. Is that really what you want?
I'm in tremendous pain, Chris.
They told me you're responding well to the medication.
Well, yes, I suppose I'm not fully poisoned yet. But it's not just physical pain, son. Every morning I wake up and I expect to see your mother's face. Just for a second. I forget where I am. And it's pure bliss. But then I do remember. I remember everything. All at once.
All right, Dad. I'll sign the consent form. And I'll be there for the release too, if that's what you want. Maybe I'll even do it myself. But I want to know something. I don't think you've ever told me, and I know I've never asked you before. What do you think happens when you die?
Oh, son. I'd like to think the Eastern religions had it right. The Hindus and the Buddhists. I'd like to think that the residual energy that makes up my consciousness might be released back out into the world as a butterfly in search of the flower who was your mother. But I don't know, son. All I know for sure is that death means letting go. And that's enough for me to want it at this quarter of the game.
So, you want to be a butterfly?
It's all one big fucking hoax, I tell you. You can read about it on the internet. We're cattle to them. That's all we are to them. They'll poison the water and then the air and the sky, and big pharma's over on the other end just raking in the profits.
Patient number 218767, Lowry Christopher.
You gonna inject me, you goddamn android? I got places to be.
Christopher Lowry, Caucasian male, Polish-Russian heritage, age 19. Unfortunately, I do not have good news for you this morning, Chris. My scan has detected a small malignant tumor located in the middle lobe of your left lung. This scan confirms the presence of abnormal cells discovered in your blood sample from our meeting last month. Our initial readings would suggest a secondary stage of preemptive metastasis, stage 1. I apologize for the bad news, Chris, but I did warn you repeatedly to quit smoking. Your checkup fee has been automatically deducted from your account. Please have a healthy...
My goodness, young man. You're nearly naked.
Yeah, I guess I am. Sorry about that.
Oh, no need to be sorry. You just look at that crystal blue sky and that sun. I haven't seen a sky this clear in ages, have you?
No. I guess not.
Makes you feel lucky to be alive, doesn't it? Such a beautiful day.
Yes, it is. It is a beautiful day.